Hope everyone's really well, and welcome to day 10 of our 30-day Accelerating Your Network Marketing Success video sequence. Usually we stream this solely into our closed group community of high-performance network marketers that are very much here to learn more, become more, to be able to give more in order to achieve more. There's a really good message there, I guess. Learn more, become more, give more, achieve more. You know, everything is before the realization of the achievement. What we put into the world is obviously what we bring back. So super stoked that you guys are joining me. There we go. For those of you who are connected to the Passion to Succeed page, I believe there's in the region of, 5,000 of you. Today is your lucky day because it is the magic 10, and I know 10's a great number, right? 10th of June was my birthday. Not that it's got any relevance, but hey, just for those of you on the Passion to Succeed page, today and today only, you are going to receive one of our videos within our Passion to Succeed Accelerating Your Network Marketing Success community. So lucky you. But really just to give you an insight into how we operate, how we work. Good morning, Nia, hey, Elise, or afternoon even. Hope you guys are super cool and having the most amazing day today. For me, I am truly stoked. I'm really happy today. It's a little bit of a side vibe, I guess, or side process to. We're going to be talking today about facts tell, stories sell. So really how to develop, grow, and expand your network marketing business through understanding this simple philosophy of facts tell, stories sell. But I think we have this responsibility to be our best, responsibility to succeed, responsibility to be the ripple effect of change. I mean, how we change is how we succeed, and we can very much have this ripple effect of positivity in our environment. If you go back to when we were talking about the circle of influence, obviously you have this responsibility to influence. Today I picked up a framed print that I've been waiting for some time, and I absolutely love it. It's actually on my stories of my Instagram and my Facebook account, so go and check it out. I'm really super stoked, not just because I love the print, but the message that is going to be reinforced to my kids every single day, consciously or unconsciously. I have 3 girls now, as you may know. My 2 girls, my stepdaughter, so Jess, Isabella, and Alana. And you know, this is where it all changed for me. And for those of you that caught the interview with Ray Higdon yesterday on our podcast show, you know, for me, you know, you come into this business really for an extra income, really in the beginning, and it becomes so much more than that. And obviously having kids really did make a massive difference. So look, thanks for joining me. Make sure if you're watching live, you're saying hi. If you're watching the replay, just hashtag replay. Let me know from where in the world you're tuning in from. For those of you in America, from those of you from America, happy Thanksgiving to you all, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody, right? Oh, that is absolutely fantastic, Elise. Super excited for you. Congratulations. Really super cool. I'm guessing, is that something in association with Mums in Business International? Congratulations if it is. Super happy for you. Really cool. So for those of you that are again watching live, welcome. Thank you for giving up your time. For those of you that are watching the replay, hashtag replay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being drowning in the sea of mediocrity, 10 being absolutely flipping buzzing, how are you vibing today? How do you feel? Because how we feel is what we radiate, and what we radiate is what we create. Anyway, I digress as always. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of today's free video on accelerating your network marketing success. And I really made myself and put myself under a bit of commitment and purpose to get this done every day. I am obviously a network marketing professional myself. I've never seen business explode like it in my 19 years. So I am like super vibing right now, really busy working with people. And if you don't know, I have this ambition and a dedication to help 50 people earn in excess of £10,000 a month. If I can help 50 people earn 120 grand a year plus 650 people earning six-figure incomes that have gone from, you know, maybe a normal basic wage or unemployment or being a parent to a six-figure income, I am literally going to be bouncing off the roof. I'm so, you know, I've already helped and supported many people over the years achieve this, but my goal now is to help another 50 people build a six-figure income in the network marketing industry. And do you know, my commitment to get these done is really for a purpose and an understanding is that, you know, we're going to finish this year really super strong. But also what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves up for a massive 2021. Yeah, that is exactly the case, Elise. I actually have identified already those that have identified themselves that are around about, forget the number now, it was just under 30, it might be 31 people have already identified themselves. And these are the people that I am focused on giving, coaching, mentoring, and leading the way, because this is what we do, right? So, really casual today. I've got to share, like, this t-shirt was a free t-shirt I got when I was in Las Vegas, yeah. And we went to this line dancing place, like, and it was quite an authentic place. It was where it wasn't like a touristy so place. It was more kind of local, authentic. And I ended up having the most amazing time there. It always reminds me of like getting on the bucking bronco on the ball. And yeah, that was just, anyway, just flashback of memory. So facts tell, stories sell. Let's get into the nitty gritty here today. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope I answered your question there, Elise. So storytellers are, I believe, going to be the highest paid network marketing individuals in the world in the future. The ability to tell a story, the ability to share a story. And I think it's really important in the world today, and it's not just in our industry. You know, we you know, it's great to have facts, and I do love facts, but actually when stories are telling and sharing them facts, they're so much more impactful. And I'm going to give you some examples as we go along, and I want to share a couple of hacks that are going to really, really help you. And I want to challenge you to do something on the back of today. Like, really want to challenge you to take action. So why are stories so powerful? Because we tend to resonate more with a story. And it's almost like when you look at podcast shows, why did podcast shows really, really take off many, many years ago? Because we have this innate human need, I guess, to listen in on conversations or to be curious. But I do feel like stories, like, I know from my personal development perspective, the first book I read was a story, as a fable called The Greatest Network in the World by John Milton Fogg. And it literally opened up the doors. You know, I'd listened to Awaken the Giant with Anthony Robbins, and I found that really high energy, but nothing else really resonated with me. And I was really struggling to read these kind of strategy related books at the time. But as soon as I'd learned the strategies within a story, you know, and I could, you know, some of the books that I've read that have been, yeah, possibly. I'll get to that in a minute. I'm not sure who's asking that question because it's coming up Facebook user. But I recommend some books that have really been influential to me. The Greatest Network in the World by John Milton Fogg. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. The Golfer and the Millionaire. And I've got absolutely no idea who read that. And a book called Mission Success by Og Mandino. Like, the tiniest little book, like, but super, super cool. And there is so many others. But it's a way of getting a message across in a story. And I think we resonate, we affiliate, we associate more with a story. It's kind of more engaging. Maybe it's something that's been cultivated into us as kids, as we learned to reading stories. We went to bed having a bedtime story. So maybe we are more receptive to education and development and strategies whilst telling a story. So it makes perfect sense that if you're sharing your business opportunity in a story format, it makes perfect logical sense that people are probably going to resonate, associate, and hear you more. I think people connect more to stories. You know, we listen to these inspiring stories. Has anyone on here Give me I don't know, a 5 or a thumbs up or a love heart or whatever. Has anyone ever heard an inspiring story that has moved you that much it's brought tears to your eyes? Literally that much it's brought tears to your eyes. Yeah. Whoever's put that, Mel, you really, really do 100%. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a bookshelf here. Actually, there's some copies of Elastic Attitude here if anybody wants one. You can have it autographed. I'm not sure how much they are. I can't remember, but there's some there. But yeah, you'll see. Obviously, over there, it's a bit messy in my office. Isabella's written everybody a Merry Nearly Christmas message as well, just so you can see. So just again, a question to you all. Has anyone ever listened to a story at an event or on a conference call, or even maybe yesterday when Ray Higdon was sharing some of his stories? Anyone that's ever listened to a story that it's brought you to an emotional feeling of maybe even positivity, inspiration, aspiration? We all have, yeah? So give me a love heart if that is the case. Need to see some love hearts going before we move forwards. But I also feel that what stories do, it enables us to see more, it enables us to feel, and it really does bring up that emotion. So facts tell, stories sell. Now, I like facts. I love numbers. I remember things that are number related, like for me, like Forbes released that information, 5.1 million people are going to start an online business in the next 18 to 24 months. 17.2 million people in the UK declared that they'll never return to the high street. They'll continue to only ever shop online. The world is changing. I remember things like that. But if you can tell them in a story rather than in a factual way, and somebody asked, is this like your story? Yes, your story and the stories of others. And everything that happens to you in conversations, more often than not, when you're recruiting, because we're on a recruiting focus today, if you remember. So more often than not, when this week's all about recruiting. Yesterday we talked about first and leaving impressions. The day before we talked about routes to market, where to find your contacts. And we're really about setting the foundations now. So when you're communicating with people, and this works the same as in recruiting or when you're trying to share a message, or even when you're coaching. And I don't know if you've ever heard this, but I was trained on it many, many years ago. And it's called Feel, Felt, Found. And I'm going to give you an example. Now, there's a way of projecting this feel, felt, found in a non-direct way, but in a story that has more impact. Now, if anyone's ever had the feel, felt, found training, when somebody does it to you, you notice. But if you tell it in a story, you're more receptive, and the kind of the objection wall is on the floor, it's down, right? So feel, felt, found. Let me explain in the easiest way. Somebody in the comments, when you're recruiting, give me one of your biggest objections that you have to handle. In the comments, somebody give me one of your biggest objections that you have to handle. And I'm going to use feel, felt, found in a way to make you understand and realize actually that it's irrelevant. Yes, yesterday of your live. Okay, wicked. Come on, somebody give me, I'm just waiting for a comment. Need one of you to give me, don't have time. Elise, I can rely on you. You're a legend. Thank you very, 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 very much. So I'm having a conversation with Elise, and we're talking about the business, and maybe she's gone away to have a look at the business. Really, really super excited, and then we're getting back in touch as a follow-up to say, hey, Elise, how you doing? Just wanted to get back in touch with you. Remember, first and leave impressions are as important now as they were in the beginning. Earning enough, I imagine. I've tried selling online before. There's loads coming in now. Okay, so yeah, wicked. Look, these are all relevant, and you can use these feel, felt, found philosophy to absolutely everything. So I'm talking to Elise, and Elise says, hey, look, Craig, I feel like I just don't have the time. And I'll say, hey, Elise, I completely understand how you feel. I think, with all honesty, I think most people come into this business not having any spare time. And it's more often than not, what's important to us. Now, obviously, you responded to our marketing for a reason, because you're looking for something more. So there's obviously a desire there, but no one has any spare time. It's a myth. So there needs to be some kind of trade-off. So I completely understand how you feel. When I started working in the industry, I had a full-time job. I was commuting a couple of hours a day to and from work, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night. So I wasn't actually getting home till like 7:30ish on the evening. And then obviously you have like your typical living stuff that I guess you have to do. But so I understand how you feel. But what I felt was that I had this desire to get out of what I was doing in this commuting. And, I felt nervous, apprehensive. I felt as well that I didn't have the time, but it was almost like, how often do I want to keep not having the time? So what I found was that if I focused on my priorities and removed and looked at all the time I was wasting, it actually enabled me to make a commitment to this business and find the time to fit into my daily schedule. And yeah, I completely understand how you feel. I felt totally the same, but just found that actually more often than not, it was my fear that was holding me back, of the unknown, rather than a fact that I didn't have the time. So I really do believe and understand how you feel. As I said, I felt the same, but what I found was there's this support and mentorship that can really help and support you, take the next step and start, getting that change in your life that we talked about, the need for you to earn an extra £400 to £500, every month, just to better the life of your family, and to be able to have that magical family holiday away every single year. So look, let's take the leap of faith. Let's do it together, side by side. I'll help and support you. And I think you'll find, just like I did, and just like so many other people, that, just by finding a little bit of time and getting into your own routine, you can be and do absolutely fantastic. So does that make sense? So feel, felt, found. I understand how you feel. I felt the same, but what I found was, now obviously I used my own story a little bit there, but you can utilize the story of others. Hey, understand how you feel, Elise. Actually, I recently had a friend of mine just start working with us about 6 months ago, and she was just the same as you. And she was quite apprehensive because she felt that she didn't have any time around, a full-time job as a teacher, her kids, the horses, and everything else that she had. But she just had this desire to want to earn an extra income online, and also do something with her daughter to teach her daughter entrepreneurial traits of the future. So, she felt exactly the same. But what I found is that we have a system that it works for everyone 100% of the time, that people have the desire to work the system. So we can definitely make the time and help and support you. So you see how you can use other people's stories to influence people to see, because more often than not, and you look at, I don't have enough time, I tried selling online before, sometimes I'm a little bit cocky with that one. It's in my nature, and I say, hey, look, I completely understand, a lot of people try stuff, but actually I'm looking for people that want to do stuff, because we've got a system that guarantees you success 100% of the time if you give it 100% of the effort. So actually, speaking to you on the previous phone call, Nia, I know you had this desire to build a business online. You've got a passion for these products and the industry, but you're just a bit lost. It's never worked for you before, so you're a little bit apprehensive. I understand how you feel. Like, even like me, even when I was earning a couple of grand a month, I had apprehension sometimes, and actually nearly threw in the towel. I mean, how crazy would that have been? So I understand how you feel. I think most people feel the same. I certainly felt the same. But what I found is, with our system and our training and our support infrastructure, your success is 100% guaranteed on the provision that you're going to work the business. So there's a response to that one. That is it. That it is not earning enough. Okay. Hey, look, I think, thank you, Facebook user. I understand how you feel. I think a lot of people are very much in the environment and the world we live in, are used to working a job and exchanging time for money. I honestly think people are undervalued, underpaid, and underappreciated. But I understand how you feel. When I got involved in the industry, I'll be honest, I was a little bit skeptical and anxious, because I couldn't understand how you could earn 50 quid a week, let alone these incomes that other people were earning and talking about. But I just felt that, what if it'll work for me like it's working for others? And I found, by just getting involved and doing as I was told. You know, I wasn't bossed around. I was shown what to do because somebody cared enough to tell me. And just for doing as I was told, I actually made over £500 in my first 4 weeks, part-time, 540 quid exactly, in fact, part-time. So I understand how you feel. I felt the same, but I found that this business just works if you work the business. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity for you. Certainly talking to you on the previous call, I got a really good vibe. I know your goal and ambition is, you know, to earn, you know, an extra £500 a month initially, but to build it so you can kind of leave the factory job that's undervaluing you and underpaying you. So why don't we just give it your best shot? We're here side by side. Your success is guaranteed on the provision you respect yourself enough to employ yourself. How does that sound? Okay, so you've got all of these kind of things. Anyone else want to join? I'm looking for a regular paycheck salary. Hey, look, really appreciate that, Rob. I'm going to be really honest, and this is just my opinion. I've been in the industry 19 and a half years. I understand how you feel, and I think there's this apprehension. But one of the things that I find is most people, when they're uncertain or they're doing something new, they have this feeling of uncertainty. And I think most people feel the same. I mean, again, I certainly did, felt the same when I got started. But I think what you'll find is actually now the securest place for you to earn a regular, reliable income is in your own hands. Look at all the redundancies and the furloughs and the challenges we're having. The world is waking up. We're part of the entrepreneurial age. And I really do believe that, you know, it's the right time to be learning some new skills, breaking through that fear and environmental conditioning of a regular paycheck where people are undervalued, underpaid. I see people and talk to people that, you know, don't take home $1,000 a month, right? And I'm like, what? You know, people are worth so much more than that. Here's something that, you know, you might feel the same as me, because this, like, when I heard this, I felt like ashamed. You know, you can go to a local hardware store and you can hire a ladder for £30 an hour, but you can hire a person for what, £10, £12 an hour? It's disgraceful. So look, understand how you feel. I felt the same. Most people do. I could share lots of stories with you. You know, I actually just had a friend of mine recently join the business, and he's been saying that to me for years about, you know, he needs to earn a regular income. And, you know, I think, you know, what he's found is he's just watched me, you know, build a business, earn a regular income. And I've kept speaking to him, and he's just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And what he's found, even coming from the industry he was in as a digger driver, like, by following a system, you know, he can earn a regular, reliable income. So it'll work for you just like it works for others. So everyone get the feel, felt, found story vibe. I'm not sure if you're still all with me. The chat's gone a little bit quiet. I can see you all watching. So just wanted to really share with that. So you get to use your stories. I hope I've given you an idea of the feel, felt, found scenario on enough occasions. And you can be as brutal as, hey, Robert, I understand how you feel. I felt the same. But what I found is if I was regular and reliable, it provided me with a regular, reliable income. Hey, Facebook user, I felt the same. Wasn't sure if, you know, people could earn a regular, reliable income. You know, so I understand how you feel. But what I found is if I put the effort in line with the income that I wanted to earn, you get paid exactly what you deserve in this world. So you see how you can use it, okay? Hey, Carl, hope you are well, mate. So you can see how you can use it. For those of you that are watching on the Facebook page, if you're not in network marketing, drop me a private message, because I can tell you now, network marketing has become the most sought after opportunity or even option in the world for people right now today. It's the future. The next 2 to 5 years are going to be massive. And if you've not taken the step into the world of the entrepreneur, or if you have done in the past, maybe you tried it before and it didn't work, well, we're looking for people that are looking to make it work. So hit me up if you're not in network marketing at this present point in time. If you are in network marketing, get connected to your sponsor, get fired up, get your goal setting in place, follow their system, and go out there and build a business to reach your goals, dreams, and ambitions. So a challenge for everyone today is this. I want you to create your story. Now, your story is unique, okay? And it's your story related to your business. Your story is the biggest thing that you should be using to promote product and opportunity in the network marketing industry. Your story is your superpower. And the story of people in your team is your superpower. And I think that's really, really super cool. So you may not have a team member yet, but you will. You may have an abundance of team members, which is fantastic. And, you know, facts tell, stories sell. So other people's stories are both inspiring and motivating to bring people into the business and to create a belief, because if they can, we can. And it's always this mindset of what if. So I want to challenge you to go and write your own story. Creating your story is kind of like a little bit of a base skeleton, you know, and I want to share this with you. So write this down. Why did you join the network marketing industry? What was you looking for? Not your business, not your company. Why was you looking? What was you looking for? So first thing, what was you looking for? Why did you join the network marketing industry? Why did you choose the company that you're with? So again, you're gonna break this down, right? So 3 things so far. What you was looking for, why network marketing, why the company, that could almost be one wrapped up in one. What you love about what you're doing and what your vision for the future is. So 4 things: what you was looking for, why you picked that company and networking as a whole, what you love about what you're doing, and what's your vision for the future. Today, spend a little bit of time writing a little paragraph on each of the 4 points. And it only has to be 1 sentence, can be 2 sentences. If you're anything like me, it'll end up being literally a Bible. But I want you to do that. And then I want you to streamline that down. Less is more, okay? Less is more. And the reason I say less is more, and here's a little tip for you. There's things I can't remember which way around it is, but it's like big chunkers and little chunkers, right? It's the easiest way. People like information in big chunks. People like information in little chunks. So people that like the big chunks, as in they like to know the hind legs off a donkey, they like to know absolutely everything. And then you've got people that just need to know a little bit. Now, here's the fascinating thing. If you're telling people the hind legs off a donkey, you're going to resonate with these people. But if you're telling people that they only like to know a little bit, you're losing them right at the beginning. So less is more. Why? Because these people want less to act. These people want more to act. But these people, if they're not getting what they want, they'll ask for it. Does that make sense? So don't overwhelm people. Literally keep it nice and simple. So stream that story down to literally a 60, 90-second story. And then I want to dare you to go live on your profile. Tag me on your profile. I'd love to see them, so they pick up on my notifications. But I'd love you to create your story, and at some point in the next 48 hours to go live on your story and tell your story to the world. Go live on your social media profiles, Facebook and Instagram, and tell your 90-second story to the world. This is going to be your biggest superpower to recruit, because it's what you're going to use. Because people, going back to what we were talking about, I think over the last 24 hours to yesterday, people join you. So let's be authentically you. I hope that's helped. Have the most amazing day. If you are in network marketing and you're watching this one-off video, we've got 30 videos. We're on day 10, 30-day free network marketing accelerating your success program. Come and join the Passion to Succeed Accelerating Your Success community. If you're already in it, I really do appreciate your time, your support, and hope this has been impactful for you. If it is, continue to invite and to share the love as we have the responsibility and opportunity to be that ripple effect of change. Have the most amazing day, and thank you very much for your time.